Hey guys, how's it going? Hope y'all are having an awesome time in Charleston. Um, yeah, I guess kind of as an intro, let's kick this off. I'll probably be looking at my phone, so I'm just to reference the questions. But hope y'all are having a good time. Helen, I hope my answers are pretty spot on with your thoughts. There's gonna be some that are way the fuck off, but we'll see. So let's dive in. See, what is Helen's best characteristic? So I would say it's a tie. It's definitely funny and caring. Anyone that knows Helen knows that she's super caring about every person. She's always taking your side, always feeling for you, feeling the best. But at the same time, she's one of, if not the funniest people that I know. She never hesitates to really kind of, do some type of sarcastic, jab at you, so to speak. Let's see. Where was your first date? Storica Vino, RIP. No longer open, but yeah, it was an awesome time. We went in December after we met at the SEC championship game. Really fun time. Let's see. Rate first date on a scale of 1 to 10. So personally, I think it was a 10 out of 10. I think Helen would agree. I mean, we just were vibing the entire time. I mean, there was no conversation that was awkward. It was almost like we had known each other our entire lives. There was never like an awkward moment in the conversation. Like everything flowed so nicely, and I thought like one of the best parts that I knew like okay, we are gonna vibe and like end up loving each other is when she got in my car after the date, and of course I'm a big music person, go to make a cue on the iPhone, and she was like, "Oh, let me play a song," and she plays "I Get the Bag," which if y'all know both of us, we both love that shit. So that was when I kind of knew, all right, yeah, let's go. Let's see, next question. So, what is Helen's favorite sushi roll? So, she really doesn't have like a favorite sushi roll. Like, okay, I mean, this is gonna get answered later, but her favorite restaurant's Tsunami by far. So, anything from there, she always gets so no salmon on her sushi rolls. She doesn't like salmon, but she always starts out with the holiday special and then like kind of mix and matches rolls sometimes. I would say it's a combination of like GMC, the Rudolph roll, the Gamecock roll, any of those. She normally gets two of them, so that's probably her like go-to sushi order, if I'd guess. Let's see, what's Helen's favorite Bravo show character? Okay, this is like could be a long-winded question, so I'll try to make it as short as possible because I myself have kind of gotten into a Bravo connoisseur, so to speak. Thanks, Helen, for turning me onto the dark side. But The Valley and Housewives are two shows that I don't watch with her, but I know that she loves both of those. So I'd probably say Housewives probably takes the cake. Of course, we watch like the Southern Charms, the Southern Hospitalities, the Summer Houses, the Winter Houses, all that type stuff. But I don't think she really has a favorite character. If she did, it'd probably be something on the Housewives or like maybe someone on the Valley, but the Valley is like a spinoff from Vanderpump Rules, so I don't think a favorite character, but I would go with Housewives for her favorite Bravo show. Let's see, what's Helen's gas station snack lineup? So we're not really like big like stop at gas station type people. Like Helen will probably justify for this, but we're huge like stop and just get some type of shitty fast food like Zaxby's, McDonald's, Wendy's, anything like that. But I would say if we did stop at a gas station, she's definitely getting a Diet Coke and then some form of chips or something along those lines. She normally keeps it pretty like PG at the gas stations, but like, gosh, her after school snacks like chips and salsa. If she has like a bag of chips and salsa, like she will go to town on those. So that's probably like a better question, maybe. What's her best like after school snack? What celebrity would play Helen in a movie? Okay, so this one, there's no way we get it right, like our answers, but I would say Cameron Diaz and think like bad teacher, like how she's kind of funny, sarcastic, kind of going about like her own thing, like doesn't give a fuck type mentality. I would think that's Helen. Of course, like you're a good teacher, so not saying you're a bad teacher or anything, but like that type of vibe is kind of what I picture Helen being like in a movie. What's Helen's biggest pet peeve? I know this one for a fact. So it's definitely how like on a Friday we're trying to hit the road. Of course I'm like got everything packed, got the car packed. Helen comes in and is like, "Oh yeah, it'll take me 15 minutes to pack." Hour later, we're about to leave, And I am so bad, and I'm trying to get better about this, about just like trying to like rush her almost for like no reason. Like we can just be driving home and it's like, all right, we got to hit the road. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. And that is definitely one of her biggest pet peeves about me for sure. Let's see. Who in Helen's, oh, Celeb Crush John Hamm. Like if we don't get that right, then like I don't even, then none of the rest of these questions are going to be right. That's 100% John Hamm. What is Helen's favorite memory of y'all together? See, this one's tough, and I doubt we get this one right, but there's not really like one specific memory I can like draw back to. We've just had like so many countless times, whether it's like in the car, driving to like all the weddings and engagement parties and stuff like that. I mean, we've had so many laughs. The trips we've taken together. I mean, going to DC was awesome. New York with McLeod and Jonathan, like that was an awesome trip. I mean, all those experiences. I mean, sitting at the beach together, like when it's just like us two down, like prior to our engagement, when she, yeah. But all that type stuff is just, I think some of our best memories that there's not like one specific one that I draw back to. We just always are laughing and having fun. Let's see, what's Helen's favorite restaurant? I said this earlier, it's Tsunami by far. Like her go-to is definitely Tsunami. Who said I love you first and when? So I said I love you first, and it was at Helen. If you remember that shitty Benedict's event that we went to with Ruthie and Alec, where the crowd was interesting to say the least, but that's when I told her I loved her for the first time and never looked back. What is Helen's biggest fear? So she doesn't really have like one specific fear. I mean, like any person, she fears bugs and spiders and stuff when they're crawling around her house. Like I'll go around and kill them. One thing that's kind of funny that she does fear, and this probably doesn't exactly go with the question, but she fears the shit out of her alarm clock after a long weekend when she has to go to school the next morning. That, I mean, everybody always does, but like her fear for that alarm come like 6 a.m. is like fucking shoot me in the head. Gosh, sorry about that. That's a little rough there. What does Helen spend most of her money on? So she might say that it's her rent is what she spends most of her money on, but she really doesn't like spend her money a ton. I mean, like anybody, she buys clothes and shoes from online. Though I will say that I definitely buy more shoes than her. Like I'll vouch for that, Helen. Trust me. But yeah, like she's not like a huge spender. I mean, she's very not like frugal with her money, but she's just like very like cautious of what she spends it on and stuff. So I would say her rent is probably like a laughable what she'll say she'll spend it on. Let's see, who's the worst behaved student of all time? So if you would have asked me this like 2 or 3 months ago, I'd have been like, oh, Carlos from the time, when we were in Atlanta. I mean, what like 6-year-old is throwing a cinder block at the side of a fucking school building? That's crazy. But of course, 2 months ago changed, and fucking Brian came in our lives. And Helen, you can justify, you've gotten through it, so I'm so proud of you at this point. You put Brian in his place, and cheers to him. He's going on to second grade, I guess, at this point. But yeah, Brian, I've never had like a vengeance for a 6-year-old that I've never met before. But yeah, I have a few choice words to Brian if I ever see him. See, what is Helen's most valued possession? So she's not like super materialistic. I would say, I mean, for anyone that knows Helen, she never takes off the 2 necklaces she wears, and then of course she has her, ruby ring that her dad gave her, and then now her engagement ring. But I would say it's got to be, one of those like 4 pieces of jewelry. Like she never takes off. I mean, her grandma's ring that's on her necklace, and then of course her, initial ring that she has. I would say those are definitely probably her most like prized possessions, but like I said, she's not very materialistic. So, let's see, how many children does Helen want? So Helen wants 3. We both came from having 3 kids. We're both middle kids. She wants 3. It'll be interesting if we get 2 boys. If she wants to go for a third, I mean, I'm all for 3 boys. That'd be awesome. 2 girls though, we might pump the brakes a little bit. Helen's love language, so it's definitely touch. 1000% touch. Like anybody that knows her, I mean, Morgan, you and her literally slept in the same bed for like all of senior year of college. Like, I think that just speaks to it. I mean, you know that she just loves to snuggle and get up close with you. So I would say touch for sure. Give one word to describe Helen. So this one's like tough again. I don't think we're gonna get spot on about this, but I would just say compassionate. It kind of goes back to what I said earlier. Like she's just always caring for people. She's always in your corner, always looking for the best in someone. So I think just that compassionate nature that she has is, I mean, it's really contagious. Like you just get around her and you feel like how caring she is for others and how she wants the best for them, and it's super genuine. Like none of it is ever fake. Like it's really just like her and her mentality and the way that she lives her life. So last one, what do I love most about Helen? Gosh, I mean, I don't think there's enough time on this video to talk about all the things that I love about Helen, but I'll try and make it as short and concise as possible. Um, I guess like kind of to start is just like how genuine she is. I mean, it just doesn't matter what function we're at, what we're doing, how bad a day we've had. Like she is always just like the most genuine, wear it on her sleeve person I've ever met in my entire life. She, is the most like almost carefree person I've ever met. It's just goes very well with both of our just the way that kind of we both are. Like obviously I'm very like type A, kind of uptight, and I feel like she just really like level sets me whenever I'm like stressed or have a bad day. Like there is no doubt in my mind that I'll come and I'll have a conversation with Helen and I'm instantly feeling better. Like she never, you know, goes a day without making me feel like the best I ever have, and just the love that I have for her is second to none. I mean, I just again, it's almost like words can't describe like how great she is and how great a person she makes me. And I strive every day to be more and more like her, whether it's how caring she is for others, how faith filled she is, how funny she is. Helen, I can confidently say I will never be as funny as you, and this is the only time you'll ever get that on video. So take it how you will. But yeah, I mean, she is just the best person ever, and I am literally the luckiest man alive that I get to marry her. So that's kind of keeping it short and simple. I mean, again, I could go on for hours and hours about all the things that I love her and stuff, but I know y'all have got to get back to having fun and drinking. So cheers to y'all. Cheers to, I will say, a couple shout outs here. Cheers to Lydia. Lydia, I hope like you're kind of stress free at this point. Like I know this whole process has probably made you like super uptight and stressed. So have a drink, chug whatever you're drinking right now. And then, yeah, I guess kind of to everybody, without calling everybody out individually, thank y'all so much for, everything you've done along this entire process. I know Helen appreciates it. I appreciate it. I hope y'all have a badass weekend. Cheers to y'all, and can't wait to see y'all soon.